We need to make them opposite. So what's easier to make opposite? 7 and 14 or 2 and 4? 2 and 4, okay. I mean, it really doesn't matter. You choose, right? So, what times 2 is 4? 2, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply this by what? 2, okay? But not just 2, so I want it to be opposite. So I want it to be negative 4, right? So that means I got to make it negative 2. Now some people do this and then they subtract. The reason I don't teach subtraction, okay, is because that's where students F up, okay? They screw it up all the time. And you know where they screw up? When they minus a negative. They forget that that becomes positive, okay? And they screw it up. I swear to you, so many times I teach this, okay? Over all the years. And I realized my second year teaching it, I'm like, heck no. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm tired of the kids messing up. There's no reason to mess up. We're just confusing them by giving them all these different ways to solve. So I'm giving you one way. Okay? Linear combination. But to do that, you have to make it opposite. So when I multiply this times this, it has to be the opposite. Negative 4. Does that make sense? And then you just add them up. So then what's negative 2 times negative 14? Positive 28. Right? And what's negative 2 times negative 8? Positive. Sorry. 2 negatives make a positive 16. Okay? Now, to create that second equation, I had to use dm, right? I had to multiply on both sides. So I used my dm property, okay? Where I multiplied on both sides. Alright? Now I have two equations, and I can use linear combination to solve it, right? So, these cancel. What's negative 7 and 28? Brings it down to 21, right? What is 26 and 16? So that'd be 32 plus 10 would be 42. Correct? Okay. And so what did we do there? Definition of what? Linear combo. Good job. Okay? Now what? Divide. So y equals, how many times is 21 going to 42? Twice. Good job. So y equals 2. Okay? What's that called?
dm.
dm. Good. I did it on both sides. So dm. Okay? Now what are we going to do? What do we want to do? You have y. All you need is x. How are you going to find x? Sub. Good. So choose one. Which one do you think will be easier to deal with? 2x or 4x?
4x.
Okay. So I'm going to plug it in to the second one then, okay? So you want to plug it into this guy, right? So we're going to say 4x minus 7 times, what's y? 2, right? Equals 26. Now, I don't know which equation. I would have chose the top equation. But it doesn't matter. That's what's cool about this. It doesn't matter which equation you pick. You can choose either one. Plug it in. right? Substitution, okay? And then chug it out, right? So now you say 4x minus 14 equals 26. And that is, you're simplifying, but you're really doing PEMDAS, right? So you're multiplying, right? So PEMDAS is MD this time with the arrow on top. This is PEMDAS instead of SADMAT, right? We only did it to one side of the equation. You guys remember that, right? This should be making that beginning stuff really easy. Okay? Alright. Now what? Yeah. No.
DM.
Nope, not DM yet. Can't do DM.
We add 14.
Yeah, we gotta use your SADMAT. You're on the right track with SADMAT, DM, but you have to do the SAD part, the SA part, right? And in this case, we're gonna add, right? So in geometry, it's called addition property of equality, but here in algebra, we're still keeping it as SA, right? But the arrow's on the bottom, right? It's not PEMDAS, it's not AS. We do it on both sides. We're going to add 14 on both sides. Okay? So I get 4x is equal to 4 and 6 is 10, and that's 4. So that's 40. Okay? All right. Now what do we do?
We divide.
Divide. Nice. Okay? Now you can divide. And that would be dm, right? And that's x equals 10, right? So, by definition, by definition of linear combo, where is our intersection? Notice the symbol for intersection. That symbol is for intersection. Or in other words, when something intersects. Okay? So intersection. What is our intersection? Is it 2:10 or is it 10:2? Because we found 2 first. So does that go first?
Yes. No. I don't know.
What do they stand for? X and Y, right?
It does go. Wait.
So what goes first, X and Y? X. So just always think about what you know to figure out what you don't know. If you don't know how to put them in here, think about what's going there, X and Y, right? So we know we want an X and a Y. That's what we're looking for, is the intersection of X and Y. So what's your X?
10.
What's your Y?
2.
And that's your answer. Does that make sense?
So.
Is this a little better?